Welcome back to Mad Talks of Football, and wow, and just wow. From where do I start? You know what? I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna, give a round of applause to Atletico Madrid because that was simply sensational. I imagine that performance. I mean, you're playing against your biggest rivals, and your form has not been good. And everybody, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, including me, has said that you are going to lose this match. Nobody is giving you a chance. Everybody thinks that you're going to get destroyed, you're going to get humiliated, you're going to get embarrassed at your own home stadium. It was Atleti's home, and everybody thought that they were going to get humiliated by Real Madrid. Real Madrid are going to come in their home, they are going to play their football. Atleti's form has not been good, and Real Madrid are going to have fun at their enemy's turf, and they're going to go back home. Everybody thought that, apart from Atletico Madrid. And the way that they played, I mean, as I said, standing ovation. Hats off to Atletico Madrid, hats off to their fans, hats off to their manager, to the team. I mean, it's still not believable, right? I cannot, to be very honest with you, because the way that both the teams have played up until this now. I said in my prediction video, I said, the form goes out in the derby. You cannot rely on the form, but still, after saying all that, I still back Real Madrid to win this game 3-1, because there's no way, with the way that they are playing in the first 6 games, 18 points, everything is looking hunky-dory, and they are playing really good football. They come to Metropolitano, and you expect, and I expected a feisty game. Of course, it's a Madrid derby, they are going to be up for it, but the atmosphere created by the Atleti fans, I mean, it was top notch. You knew it was a derby, you had that derby feel, you knew the fans were up for it, and the players come out from the get-go. The moment that referee blows his whistle, it was on. Atleti were on top of Real Madrid. I mean, every single ball, every 50-50 challenge, every loose ball, every single tackle, every single blocking, Atletico Madrid were on it. And I'm going to say it right, and I no disrespect to Diego Simeone or anything, they did not win this game because of any tactical analysis. They did, that Simeone pulled out a masterclass against Xavi Alonso, or he had some basic, some special ball knowledge that he implemented today. No, they did not win this game because of that. They won this game because of the hunger. They won this game because they had more desire. They won this game because of they were more passionate about it, and Real Madrid were not. I'll be very, very honest. I watched that game, and it looked like only one team knew that it was a derby game, and the other did not. Atletico Madrid were, it I don't know if it's the right statements to us, to say, but it felt like, they were on them like, like a dog. They tailed every single Atleti player, tailed Real Madrid players like, like a dog tails you, because they did not let them out of their sight. They pressed them so good. I mean, it's not like Real Madrid played bad. The first half of football was really, really good. Even though Atleti were really, really good, I would say it was a 60-40 game in that first half. Atletico Madrid started really, really good. They started brightly, and they go ahead and they score early on as well. Beautiful, set piece goal, and Lenormand heads it in. It becomes 1-0, and Atletico Madrid deservedly take the lead. Real Madrid make a comeback. Kylian Mbappe, of course, Kylian Mbappe, irregular with a beautiful pass, cuts down Atleti's defense and midfield, and Mbappe scores. It becomes 1-1. And still in that time, even though the game was balanced and Atleti were the better team, I will keep on saying it. Real Madrid are not, once in that game it looked like that Real Madrid were the better side. Apart from the 5-minute period when Arda Güler scores that second goal, it felt like Real Madrid had some sort of control. That was the only time that they had control. It looked like they were the better side. But that momentum lasted like 5 minutes, and then Atleti were back on it. They had a goal cancelled, which was a handball goal, but they did not let go. That second goal by Alexander Soler, I mean, he gets a lot of stick. He has not he did not risen up to the expectations that people had from him last season after what he did at Girona. This is his second season, and he keeps on getting better. And today's goal, that second goal, like, I really love that goal. He has two central defenders. He's setting standing in between of those two defenders, and the ball comes in, and his run, first of all, he takes the defender who is in front of him. I think it was Hoyson. He takes him out completely, because he is now gone away, and the one he makes his run towards the other defender, the one who's back of him, and he bullies him. He bullies him, pushes him away, heads it in, and Courtois has no chance. Amazing had a goal. He's not gonna get that much plaudits because of the goals that happened later on. But I thought that was a really good goal, and that was the moment when they really needed it. They're going to the halftime, they were behind, they score the goal, it becomes 2-2, and Atletico Madrid, the fans are ecstatic. Second half comes in, and that's where the game changes, in my opinion, because Real Madrid were completely silent in that second half. They had the ball, they had the possession, but they were not doing anything. It felt like Xavi Alonso and Real Madrid ran out of ideas. They were not able to make any great chance, any good chance. They were not able to carry the ball forward. It felt like they're playing amongst themselves, and Atletico Madrid took advantage of that. They hurt them. The physicality of Atletico Madrid, we all know, and they used it very smartly. It's not like they went physical and whatnot, but they used they played in a way that hurt Real Madrid. They did not let them have that fluidity that Real Madrid would have wanted to. I mean, Real Madrid really tried to slow the game down, but Atletico Madrid did not let them do it, and they kept on coming. They get that penalty, again, because it was a set piece. Adeguler hits a high foot, hits on the face. Alvarez steps up, a great penalty, makes it 3-2, and that was one of the few occasions where I thought now it's Atletico Madrid's real test. Second half, deep into second half, and you're 3-2 up. It's the biggest game of the season till now. It's the derby game, and Atleti's defense has not been really good so far this season. They are struggling, they are conceding goals, so that was the biggest test. And credit to Atletico Madrid, they stood their ground, they defended really good. And then they had their chances, counter attack, in comes the free kick, and I mean Julian Alvarez, what a game week he has. He scores a 3 in the last game, scores a brace here. What a free kick that was! Amazing free kick. Big games like this need big players. They need big players to have these big moments, and he had it. If you really look at it, Atletico Madrid's biggest players, you had Soler scoring that goal, you had Alvarez step up taking that important penalty, then he has that amazing free kick. Griezmann comes in. The guy has not scored for over 20 goals in La Liga. That's a different talking point, but he has not scored. But when it mattered in that crucial moment, it is 4-2. People are thinking they are winning it, but you still need as much guarantee as you can in the game of football. The ball comes in right to him right at the end. He scores it. He makes it 5-2 to make it even more embarrassing for Real Madrid. I mean, everything was perfect for Atletico Madrid. And as he said, people told big players need to step up. And I'm not taking anything away. In that first half, as I said, it was an even game in my opinion. Even though I still think Atleti were better. I mean, Mbappe had scored a goal, Adeguler a goal, and then assist Vinicius Junior on that left hand side. It was a good game going on. Second half, I don't know what happened to Real Madrid. They were just not really able to do anything. They were bland. They ran out of ideas. Nothing was working for them, and Atleti punched them down, and they won that game. It becomes 5-2. And they go on and win that game, and a historic victory. Sometimes there are games that are bigger than one game. That are bigger than points. It doesn't matter which position you are. What matters is what's the effect and what's the outcome, and what effect it's gonna have on the players, on the teams, on the fans. And this is one of those games. It might not affect Real Madrid that much. They have lost their first game of the season. They have lost it in a big way. They have basically got humiliated by their biggest rivals. Their city rivals. Let's say at the away stadium. So it is a bad day for Real Madrid. And as I said, it might not have that much effect on that. It will have a bit of an effect, but I don't think that's going to matter that much. But for Atletico Madrid to have the start of the season that they have not been really good. People have been criticizing. It's a new squad. They are trying to have a rebuild, and Diego Simeone is under a lot of pressure. Then to see his team go out and play that, to perform like that against a Real Madrid, against the team who has been amazing, your biggest rival, and to go out and humiliate them like that. This is the sort of, a boost and a push that they needed, and they've got it in the biggest game of the season till now against their biggest rivals. I mean, it could not have been a perfect night for Atletico Madrid. And again, I'm going to say hats off to them because they really stepped up and they humiliated. I will say it again because that's what they did. They humiliated Real Madrid. And it was, and even though I'm not an Atleti fan, it was really awesome to see. So yeah, that's it for me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Real's performance, what you guys thought of Atleti's performance. Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to get to 600 subscribers before the international break, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.